Imagine being 50 years old. A mother. Respected. Stable. Everyone in the neighborhood calls you a woman of dignity. But then one day, you feel something you haven't felt in years. A fire. A hunger. A forbidden desire that makes your heart race and your skin tremble. And the most terrifying part? That fire isn't sparked by a stranger. It's sparked by your son's best friend. Evelyn Hart was 50. A widow. A successful accountant who had worked her way into a quiet, comfortable life. Her son, Michael, was 24. Ambitious, full of energy, and proud of his mom. He often brought his friends home, but there was one who stood out, Ryan Blake. Ryan was 26. Tall, confident, sharp suit, sharper smile. The kind of man who knew how to command a room without saying a word. When Evelyn first met him, she laughed at herself. "Stop it, Evelyn. He's just a boy. He's your son's friend." But late at night, when she was alone, she couldn't push the thought away. The way Ryan's eyes lingered on her a little too long. The subtle compliments he whispered when Michael wasn't around. "You don't even look 50, Evelyn. Honestly, you put women half your age to shame." And with every passing day, the line between right and wrong started to blur. It happened one evening in summer. Michael had invited his friends over to watch a football match. Evelyn, being the good host, had prepared drinks and snacks. She wore a simple sundress, nothing fancy. But Ryan looked at her as though she was the only person in the room. When the match ended and the group left, Ryan stayed behind. "Thanks for the food, Mrs. Hart," he said softly. His voice had that smooth tone that sent chills through her spine. "Call me Evelyn," she whispered back. And that's when it happened. A touch on her hand. A look in her eyes. A silence so heavy it could break glass. One kiss. One kiss that should never have happened. By the time Michael came back into the room, Evelyn and Ryan were standing far apart, pretending nothing happened. But inside, their hearts were racing like thunder. Over the next few weeks, things escalated. Ryan started visiting more often. At first under the excuse of hanging out with Michael. But soon, Evelyn realized he wasn't coming for her son anymore. He was coming for her. Stolen moments in the kitchen. Long glances across the living room. Whispers on the phone late at night when Michael was asleep. And then, the night Evelyn crossed the point of no return. It was Michael's birthday. After the party, Evelyn went to the kitchen to clean up. Ryan followed. He grabbed her hand. "You drive me crazy, Evelyn. Do you know that?" Her breath caught. Her mind screamed no. But her heart whispered yes. And right there, with dirty dishes piled high and birthday balloons scattered on the floor, they gave in. Evelyn thought it was love. The way Ryan held her, the way he whispered promises of a future together, the way he made her feel alive again after years of loneliness. But deep down, something darker was brewing. Ryan wasn't just charming. He was clever. Too clever. He asked questions about her job, her finances, her late husband's inheritance. Evelyn thought it was just normal conversation. But Ryan was already planning something much bigger. One evening, Evelyn overheard Ryan talking to someone on the phone. His voice was low, urgent. "No, she trusts me. Don't worry. She'll give me what I need. Just give me more time." When Evelyn asked about it, Ryan brushed it off. Work stuff. Nothing serious. And Evelyn, blinded by love or lust, chose to believe him. But the truth? That phone call was the beginning of a fraud. A crime that would drag her into a nightmare she couldn't escape. Because what Evelyn didn't know was this. Ryan wasn't in love. He was hunting. And she wasn't the woman who would save him. She was the woman he would destroy. And if you've been following the story so far and you feel chills creeping down your spine, hit like, smash that subscribe button, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Evelyn was no longer the dignified, cautious woman she had been. She was a teenager again, at least in her heart. Sneaking out of her bedroom at midnight just to meet Ryan in the living room. Hiding lipstick stains with scarves. Laughing like she hadn't laughed in 20 years. But there was something else too. Fear. Fear that her son Michael would find out. Fear that the neighborhood would whisper. Fear that she was losing control of something that had already gone too far. And yet, she couldn't stop. Ryan made her feel alive. And after years of loneliness, that feeling was intoxicating. To Evelyn, Ryan was her secret lover. But behind her back, he was playing a dangerous double life. He was broke. Deep in debt. He owed money to dangerous people who weren't patient. And he saw Evelyn not as a lover, but as an opportunity. Just a few months, he told himself. Get her to trust me. Get her to invest. And then I'll be free. He began slowly, suggesting harmless things. You know, Evelyn, you're brilliant with money. But have you ever thought about putting it into something bigger? Something that could double, no, triple, your savings. At first, Evelyn laughed it off. She was an accountant. She knew scams when she saw them. Or at least, she thought she did. But Ryan had a way of making her believe. Of twisting reality with charm, half-truths, and the illusion of love. It began with $10,000. Just a small investment, Ryan whispered one night after they had been together. I'll take care of it. You'll see returns in a month. Trust me. And Evelyn did. Because when you're in love, you don't see the red flags. You only see the fantasy. She wired the money. And true to his word, Ryan gave her back $15,000 a month later. What Evelyn didn't know was that Ryan had stolen the extra $5,000 from another woman he was also manipulating. Yes, Evelyn wasn't the only one. But she didn't know that. Not yet. Instead, she felt something dangerous. Excitement. Greed. If $10,000 could turn into $15,000, what about $50,000? What about $100,000? And slowly, she opened her accounts wider and wider. While Evelyn was falling deeper, Michael began to notice. His mom was distracted. She dressed differently, wearing brighter colors, younger styles. She smiled at her phone late at night. And one evening, when he returned home early, he swore he saw Ryan slipping out of the back door. But Michael brushed it off. Ryan was his friend. His best friend. There was no way his mother and Ryan were hiding something. Or was there? By now, Evelyn was fully entangled. Ryan wasn't just her lover. He was her addiction. She thought about him when she woke up. She dreamed of him when she slept. She ignored the warning signs. The sudden calls he refused to answer in front of her. The cash withdrawals she didn't recognize. The way he avoided introducing her to his business partners. And when she asked questions, he had the perfect answers. Baby, it's for us. For our future. You trust me, don't you? Don't you want us to run away one day? Just the two of us. Those words were all it took. And Evelyn began pulling from her savings. Her retirement. Even her late husband's life insurance fund. But lies always unravel. One afternoon, Evelyn decided to surprise Ryan. She drove to the office building where he claimed to be working. But when she arrived, the receptionist gave her a confused look. Ryan Blake? Sorry, ma'am, there's no one here by that name. Her stomach dropped. She called Ryan. He answered quickly. Baby, I'm in a meeting, I can't talk now. But she could hear it. Noise in the background. Not an office. A bar. And worse. A woman's laughter. That night, Evelyn confronted him. Who was she, Ryan? Where were you? Don't lie to me. But Ryan didn't panic. He didn't stumble. He pulled her close, kissed her lips, and whispered, "You're jealous because you love me. And that's what makes this real. Evelyn, you're all I care about. The rest? They mean nothing. And she believed him. Because love, when mixed with fear, can blind you completely. But Ryan's mask was slipping. The debts were piling up. The people he owed money to weren't waiting. And so, he dragged Evelyn into his crime. "Listen," he said one night. "I need you to help me. Just one favor. Just one time." "What is it?" she asked. "There's a transfer at your firm. A client account. If you adjust the numbers just slightly, no one will notice. And then, we'll have enough. Enough to leave this place forever." Evelyn's blood ran cold. This wasn't love anymore. This was crime. But Ryan knew exactly what to say. "If you love me, Evelyn, you'll do this for us. For our future. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want me to belong to you, and only you?" And Evelyn, trembling, nodded. She did it. She committed her first crime for him. From there, things spiraled. It wasn't just one transfer. It became 2, then 5, then 10. Evelyn had stolen nearly $300,000 before she realized what she'd done. Her hands shook at night. Her chest burned with anxiety. She knew prison was a possibility. But every time she thought of stopping, Ryan pulled her deeper. "You're mine now, Evelyn. You can't back out. Not after everything we've done together." And deep down, she knew he was right. She was trapped. And if you're watching this right now, ask yourself, would you have seen the red flags? Would you have stopped? Or would love, lust, and loneliness have blinded you too? Smash that like, hit subscribe, and share this story. Michael sat in the darkened living room, staring at his mother as she walked in. His voice was calm but heavy with betrayal. "Mom, I know." Evelyn froze. Her throat tightened. "You know what?" she whispered, already dreading the answer. "I know about you and Ryan." Michael's jaw clenched. His fists balled at his side. "How could you? He's my best friend. He's been lying to both of us. Do you even see what he's doing to you?" Tears welled in Evelyn's eyes. "It's not like that. You don't understand." But Michael did understand. More than she thought. He had seen the bank statements, the transfers, the sudden drain of her savings. And worse, he had seen Ryan with another woman, kissing her in the parking lot of a bar just 2 nights ago. "Mom," Michael said, voice breaking, "he's using you. And if you don't stop now, he's going to destroy you." That night, Evelyn couldn't sleep. She sat on her bed, shaking, staring at her phone. Ryan's name lit up the screen. Her heart fluttered, then cracked. Because deep down, she knew her son was right. Ryan wasn't just lying. He was bleeding her dry. But when she confronted Ryan the next day, he didn't apologize. He didn't explain. Instead, his face turned cold. "Your son's been spying on me," he snapped. "You told him, didn't you?" "No," Evelyn begged. "Please, Ryan. I need to know. Was any of it real? Do you love me?" Ryan's silence was louder than words. And then he whispered, "Evelyn, you've already gone too far. You think you can walk away now? After everything we've done?" Her blood ran cold. It wasn't love anymore. It was blackmail. Ryan tightened his grip over her. "You're in this with me now. The fraud, the money, it all points back to you. If I go down, so do you." Evelyn's stomach churned. He was right. Her fingerprints were on the transfers. Her passwords had been used. Her accounts were the ones drained. If the police found out, she'd be the one in handcuffs. And Ryan knew it. That's when the real nightmare began. Ryan's debts caught up with him. He owed over $500,000 to violent men who didn't accept excuses. He forced Evelyn into riskier moves, bigger transfers, forged checks, falsified reports. Every time she begged him to stop, he hissed back, "You love me, don't you? Then prove it. Do this for me. For us." But us was a lie. Because while Evelyn risked everything, Ryan spent his nights in clubs, gambling away the stolen money, drinking, and flaunting women half her age. Evelyn was no longer his lover. She was his ATM. Michael couldn't stay silent anymore. One evening, he burst into his mother's room holding a stack of papers. "Mom, look at this. Bank statements. Forged signatures. Wire transfers. Ryan's stealing everything from you. You have to go to the police." Evelyn's hands shook as she pushed the papers away. "I can't, Michael," she whispered. "If I go to the police, I go to prison too. I've helped him. I've done things I can't undo." Michael's eyes filled with rage and heartbreak. "You don't get it, Mom. He's not going to stop until you have nothing left. He doesn't love you. He never did." But Evelyn couldn't bring herself to admit it. Because if she did, she'd have to face the truth. That she'd destroyed her life for a fantasy. Ryan was running out of time. His creditors were threatening him. He needed one final score. And so, he devised a plan. "Evelyn," he whispered one night, "your firm handles millions. There's one account, one big transfer we can pull. Just one. After that, we'll vanish. We'll start over. New country, new life. No one will find us." But Evelyn hesitated. Her son's words haunted her. What if Ryan didn't run away with her? What if he left her broken, penniless, and alone? And that's when Ryan made a darker decision. If Evelyn wouldn't play along, he'd get rid of her. It was raining when it happened. Evelyn was at home, staring at her reflection in the mirror. Her eyes were hollow. Her face pale. She barely recognized herself anymore. A knock on the door jolted her. It was Ryan. But he wasn't smiling this time. His eyes were sharp, cold. "We need to talk," he said. Inside, the argument exploded. "You used me," Evelyn cried. "You never loved me. You just wanted my money." Ryan's jaw clenched. "You're pathetic. Do you think a man like me could ever love someone like you? You were just convenient, desperate, easy." The words sliced through her chest like knives. And in that moment, something inside Evelyn broke. She grabbed the kitchen knife from the counter. "Get out!" she screamed. "Get out!" But Ryan lunged forward, trying to wrestle it from her. In the struggle, the blade sank deep. Ryan gasped. Blood poured down his shirt. His eyes went wide with shock. And Evelyn dropped the knife, screaming. Michael rushed in moments later, drawn by the commotion. And what he saw would haunt him forever. His mother kneeling on the floor, sobbing over Ryan's lifeless body, her hands drenched in blood. "Mom, what have you done?" Evelyn's voice broke. "I didn't mean to. I loved him. I loved him. But it was too late. Ryan Blake was dead. The investigation was swift. The fraud was uncovered. The transfers, the forged checks, the stolen accounts, it all pointed back to Evelyn. The media tore her apart. Respected accountant turns killer in forbidden love affair. Mother betrays son with his best friend, ends in murder. And Michael. He lost everything. His best friend. His mother. His trust. Evelyn was sentenced to life in prison. But prison wasn't her punishment. Her punishment was the silence. The memories. The endless nights replaying Ryan's words in her head. You were just convenient. Desperate. Easy. And that's how Evelyn Hart's story ended. Not with love. Not with happiness. But with tragedy, betrayal, and crime. She thought she was chasing passion. Instead, she was running straight into her own destruction. Thanks for watching, and please hit like, smash that subscribe button, and share this video, because stories like this remind us. Love can heal. But forbidden love? It can kill.